How's it going, guys? It's Aaron from Minnesota Pro Paintball. What we have for you here today is a unboxing and overview video of the brand new DLX Luxe OLED marker. These were just announced a couple months before Paintball Extravaganza, and ever since have been extremely hard to get a hold of. So we're pretty happy to be able to get one and be able to do a review for you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of show you the ins and outs of the gun. Not much has changed from the 2.0 to the OLED, which in my opinion is a good thing. It's kind of like going from the 1 to the 1.5s. It didn't really change a whole lot, but it made the gun a little bit better and a little more reliable. Obviously the biggest thing is the addition of the new OLED board, which is real nice. It's real intuitive. The nice thing is, for all you guys that are huge fans of customizing your voice packs and putting your dubstep and techno stuff on your gun, you can still do that. The gun still does talk, which is nice. But now you have the added benefit of the OLED board, so it's much easier to program on the fly instead of having to rip the grips off and use the joystick. So, like I said, what we're going to do for you guys is go through the gun a little bit, get into the box, show you what comes with the gun and the awesome new case that you get, and then I'll walk you through the programming of the board. And as always, if you guys have questions, do not hesitate to contact us. Our number is 952-892-1540, and our email is info@mnpropaintball.com. That being said, let's get into the unboxing. Okay, so like I said, here is the new case that you get with the OLEDs. It's a very robust case. It's very hard, feels rugged, like take a pretty good beating. It's definitely going to take up less room in your gear bag than the briefcase style case that the 2.0s and previous Luxes came with. It does hold everything really nice. Everything has a spot in the case, which is awesome, so that way you don't have anything bouncing around or causing any dings in your gun or your barrel or anything like that. So it's a nice zipper case, so we'll open it up here. So first we'll start with the gun, obviously. Again, not much has changed. It's still basically the 2.0 body. You still have your latch eyes, and now the only difference is, like I said, the OLED board. Everything else, again, basically the same. It still feels really good in the hands. The board doesn't really get in the way as far as where the window is or anything. It is a little bit lower than the button pad for the 2.0, but the nice thing is that the button is now recessed, so I know like when I would play with a Luxe, a lot of times what would happen is I would end up shutting the eyes off or turning the gun on accident or something like that. So it's nice that the button is recessed, so you actually have to try to push it. Not to say that it's hard to push, but it's definitely not something that you're going to turn on, off, or shut the eyes off on accident with. So that's a nice improvement there. And then of course you have the nice little toolkit. It always comes with the Luxe. You got your O-rings, your Allen keys, your extra screws, and reg seat and stuff like that. Pretty much everything you need to rebuild the gun and take care of it. And the drop back, drop forward rail. Most people use these. I personally do just because I like a little bit longer setup. And of course anodized to match, and that just nestles right below the parts kit there. Then there is this padded center divider that zippers open. Contains your warranty card, your CD manual, and your barrel bag, as well as your USB cable and your spare battery. And then you flip the divider over here, and then you have your charger. You have a spot for 4 freak inserts. In this case we have the 687 and the default 693. You have, of course, the Smart Parts Sleek grease. It's pretty solid grease. It works really well. I know a lot of people use it. Personally, I would use something a little bit thinner, like a Monkey Poo or a Planet Eclipse grease or a MacDub Militia Lube. Just because in the climates like we have up here, when you get in the humidity, you start getting the O-ring swell. The slicker greases tend to help a little bit with the bolt stick and the first shot drop. And then, of course, you have the 2-piece freak barrel. Again, nothing has changed. It's still the same barrel as the previous Luxes, which is a nice thing. I know a lot of people really like using these barrels just because pretty much everybody has had or has freak inserts. So it's nice to have that functionality and be able to just use stuff that you already have instead of having to buy a whole new barrel kit. So that's everything that you get with the Luxe when you buy it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to walk you guys through the programming and show you how the new OLED board works. Okay, so now, like I said, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to walk you through setting up the OLED, powering it on, and all that fun stuff. So, like I said, we'll get started here with the power on. So you just hold the button here like you do on the previous versions. Powering on.
vehicle 100%. Firing mode. Semi-automatic.
Okay, so like you guys can see on the board here, first is the firing mode on top. Next, you can see that the gun is unlocked, so you can adjust all the settings on the fly. To turn that back on, to lock the gun, you would do that in the programming menu, which I'll show you. Vision, showing that the bolt is forward in the breech because it's spring-loaded, so if you push it back, there wouldn't be anything there. And then your live rate of fire, followed by your max rate of fire, and your battery indicator, last but not least. Now, a little bit different from the 2.0s, if you want to shut the eyes off, what you're actually going to do is double tap the power button, because if you hold it, all you're going to do is shut the gun off. So like I said, if you do a quick double tap,
Vision off.
and double tap again and turn it back on.
Vision on.
And then, again, you hold the button to shut the gun off, and then we'll go into programming mode.
Powering off.
So now to go into programming mode, you hold the trigger, and then hold the power button to turn the gun back on.
Programming mode. Main menu. Firing mode.
So, to cycle through the settings, what you're going to do is you're going to tap the trigger. To adjust the setting, what you do is hit the power button, and that goes into the set mode, and then you cycle through again by using the trigger. So we'll just show you by cycling through the firing modes, just so you can get a feel for it. So we'll tap the button here.
Setting.
So it's telling you that you can now set the mode that you want. So again, you tap the trigger.
Cap semi-automatic. NXL. PSP. 1.
So that kind of gives you a feel for that. And then to set it again, you just hit the button.
Main menu. Firing mode.
And now we'll just cycle through the rest of the settings so you guys can see what there is on the gun.
Dwell. BPS limit. BPS fine. Bypass BPS. First shot drop. First shot draw timer. Tournament lock. Game timer enable. Game timer. Mission mode. Trigger debounce. Loader delay. Mechanical debounce. Auto shutdown. Software version. Speaker volume. Voice select. Firing mode.
So those are all the settings on the gun, guys. Like I said before, if you have any questions, feel free to give us a shout, 952-892-1540, or send us an email at info@mnpropaintball.com. If there's anything else that you want to see, or just spend a little more in-depth time looking into the gun to see if it's the right gun for you, you can check our PB Nation review thread by clicking the link below. Thanks for watching, guys.